fara mahalim. When he tells me to go slow, my wings will fall off. They are my wings. Let them fall off if they will. But I will move at the speed that I'm moving with. Because it is, I want to tell you, Farah, it is possible for a president to govern in accordance with the law. You are saying things that do not even exist. And I want to advise you to leave the law to the lawyers. Because
can I just remind you one thing? Can I just remind you something?
Let me
just
finish.
write it down, Farah.
I have said I've refused all your advice. Because I can see you are speaking from a position of severe ignorance. There is no law in Kenya against being gay. That law does not exist. You've just created it here. The criminal or the penal code puts a penalty on having sexual conduct that is against the order of nature, including between a man and a woman. There is a law in this country called statutory rape. You people, where you come from, call it early marriage of children. You will not speak about those things, Farah, because you know you are picking the ones that you think are convenient for you to push your arguments. When somebody takes this constitution and swears upon it, he should know what he's swearing upon, Trevor. If you read this document at Article 2, it tells you what forms the law of this country. It includes customary law, but that customary law must be in accordance with this constitution. It includes the general rules of international law that shall form part of the law of Kenya. Judges develop the law, my brother. They develop the law. When there's those gaps in the law, they will tell you, like the Supreme Court,
so
when they identified, let me just say, when the Supreme Court identified gaps in the presidential case regarding whether a majority of commissioners should agree or whether all the commissioners should participate in announcement of the presidential results, they threw that ball back to Parliament. But when Parliament goes to make those laws, Parliament itself as an institution is subject to the Constitution. The Constitution requires that participation of the people was elevated from the Kanu Constitution, which I'm sure is still stuck somewhere in your head. It elevated the people's participation in lawmaking to a level where if you do not have effective public participation, that law will be struck out. That is not judicial overreach. Now, all of these things, Trevor, my brother Mungatana was trying to paint a picture of us in the opposition as people who don't participate in debates, and is trying to conflate my decision to reject or not to sit there and listen to Ruto's lies during the presidential debate. And do you know what? No. Even during that presidential debate, nobody is allowed to speak.
I think
just let me finish. Let me finish.
Let's be parliamentary.
We are not in parliament. How can we be parliamentary? We are on TV. We are not in parliament. King is not here to protect you. We have to speak the way we speak. This is not parliament.
I
can say. Who says I cannot say? This is not your show. It is his show. Let the one to tell me what I can say. Let me finish. I'll finish.
Let me address
and then you'll address me. Let me finish first.
But you cannot call people
let me finish first.
How can you say this is a lie?
It is the English language. If something is not true, it's called a lie. This is not parliament.
In my custom, you don't talk to elders or people. Pokomo custom.
We are not here under Pokomo customary law. We are not here under Pokomo customary law.
Talk with respect. Talk with respect.
What I want to say here.
This is not a public rally of ODM. You can't come here and start calling the president lies.
If you want us to operate, the president is not a Pokomo. The president is not a Pokomo. He's not an elder.
He's
not an elder.
Okay, Mungatana, hold on. No, Sifuna, he should respect people.
Agree.
You can't come and say the president is telling lies.
It is lies.
If people are older than you, if people are older than you, please address them with decorum. This is not a public rally.
Agreed. Decorum. Yes.
Let me tell you, Trevor, you did not call us here under Pokomo customary law.
Correct.
So let him take Pokomo customary law back to Garsen. I was not going to sit and listen to Ruto's lies as an elected official, so I chose to stay away from that debate. But
I'm saying,
the point that I am making,
you need
in
to
terms of
deliberately correct the way we use our language here. We are before the public.
Yes, you will answer that. Yes, go ahead.
The president is a liar. I can say it 100 times, and I can demonstrate it to you. And I did it before Parliament, and explained the points that were not factual. It is unanswered.
Not factual is not the same as lies.
Not factual is lies.
It is not.
Hold on. Let the younger gentleman hold on. Let's listen.
No, let me finish. I had not finished. I'm being heckled. I had not finished. I had not finished. And this is the tactic they want to use for me not to make my point. Let me finish. Let me finish. I will finish. If you don't want me to come to this show, you can tell me. You can have these Pokomo elders come and praise the president all they want. But when I am here, I will speak, because it is not Mugatana that invited me here. It is you.